Hello, class, and welcome to the second part of this week's content. Last time we went over email. As part of most email clients nowadays, we do have calendar features. So we'll be going over Google Calendar as well as Outlook Calendar. So just want to give you an idea of how to create these email events, um, how to manage them, and just like little details that you can rely on, little features that you can use to increase your workflow, make yourself more efficient, and hopefully, make yourself a little bit more organized when it comes to your academic and professional responsibilities. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the Google Calendar this time. We'll switch things up. So as you can see here, this is my current calendar. So I have some of my work responsibilities here, some of the classes I teach. Just to bring you back an older calendar, so this was back in 2021. You can see here, I actually had my classes as well. Back when I was in school, I was doing a lot of tutoring, so you can see all my tutoring here and whatnot. So when you have a busy schedule, right, it's best not to leave things just up in the air. A calendar like this can really, really improve your organization, your time management, and overall make you a more productive person. So notice I have all kinds of things. I have personal events. Looks like a vet appointment I had. I had my classes here. Um, and something cool you can do with these events is you can make uh, not only just reminders, but you can also have locations set. In the case of my online classes, right, during the pandemic, I actually included my Zoom link for attending these classes. So, like I said, if you really use the software to its full extent, you can really, really, really take advantage of so many cool features um, and manage your time much more wisely. All right, so let's start with event creation. So we're going to go to today. So let's see. So let's go ahead and create an event. So let me go to today. Let's go to next week, a few weeks from now. So notice I'm just on Google Calendar. So to navigate here, you can just Google Calendar. You can go to calendar.google.com, either one. Only prerequisite, right, is that you do have a Google account. Let's go ahead and make an event. So all you need to do is click on the day you want to create an event for example, Monday. It's going to ask you to do some basic information. There's the title, the type of event. Looks like they have a new type here, appointment schedule. The date, the time. You can add guests, some conference call information here if you want to use Google's conference call software called Google Meet. We have locations, descriptions, and much more options if you want to customize it. So let's start. Let's call it a dentist appointment. And then for the time, all you need to do is click on the date or time to change it. So this is for Monday. If I wanted to change it for Tuesday, it'll give me this nice little drop down calendar. Change it for Tuesday. And here's where you select the time. So I'm going to pull up the more options so we can see it through here. Here you can set the time. Let's say it's 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. If you want to get more specific with the time, you can certainly type it into the input field there. You can even select time zone. This one's really useful. If this is a repeating appointment, let's say you have it every month, then you can go monthly on the last Tuesday. You could do it every day, once a week. Let's go with weekly, just for the example. And then here, you can add a location. So, for example, I can look up dentists near me. So let's put dentist of South Pasadena. Okay. And here's a really cool one is notifications. So if you do have Google Calendar set up on your phone, these notifications will go to your phone, which is very, very useful, right? We always have our phone with us, always on, versus maybe our laptop, right? We don't have that available all the time. So you can add custom notifications, minutes, hours, days, weeks. and then based on whatever duration you want. You can even have an email notification, so they'll email you a reminder of that's more useful. And then you can color code these events. Notice here, right, I did all my work in tutoring in this like orange color, my classes in yellow, and then just like personal appointments, I made them in this the default blue color that it is. These other events, sometimes like holidays, they actually just automatically have them. You can view or disable those with this little checkbox here, holidays in the United States. I even have a group calendar here that I set up. So many cool features that we won't go over all of them, just the basic ones. All right, so let's go back to our event creation. Let's go ahead and give it a red color, or let's go with blue. I don't know. I associate that with a dentist visit, I guess. You can add a description. You can even attach a Google Drive attachment. You have your basic like text editing here, right? You can insert a link and so forth. So we'll put new aligners appointment. And then here's where you can add guests. Maybe catching a ride with someone. Maybe you're going together with somebody else. You can definitely add guests. The guest, the way that works is you have to send it to a specific email. Once you add that email under the guest drop down here, they'll get an email notification letting them know, hey, can you attend this event? We'll look at what that looks like in a sec. But yeah, this is how you can add people to your event. But we'll do that in a sec. Let's first just save this dentist appointment and notice it is there every Tuesday because I set it up to repeat. Very, very useful. If I'm on my phone, I can easily click on the address so I can start navigating to that dentist office. And of course, if I have it set up on my phone, then I'll also get that 30 minutes before notification. Very, very cool. You can even share this event through this link. You can just email this link to people in order to invite them, or you can invite them directly through the guest dropdown. All right, so let's say we do want to, create a video conference call. So I'll give you an example of like my Zoom meetings. So Zoom will definitely take some time with video conferencing because it's very popular nowadays. But I'm going to go ahead and generate a Zoom link. So went ahead and generated one. I'm going to create an event where I'm inviting several people to this particular meeting. So let's go ahead and set up those meeting details. Let's go for Halloween. Let's make it let's say noon. Make it hour and a half. It even tells you right the duration. You could set it as an all-day meeting. Notice that events that go throughout the entire day are not going to be visible on these time blocks. They'll just be here as like a little tab on the top. I don't want to do that. I want it to be a specific time. It's not going to repeat. This find a time feature is really when you have guests. It'll check their calendar to make sure they're available. I really don't use that one that often. But yeah, it's definitely there. So let's see. And it's actually showing me right like my other events for that particular day. So let me go to more options. Let's go ahead and add some guests. So let's do one of my other emails. Got it. There you go. So I invited another person. I'm going to add my Zoom as a location. You can add anything as a location, a link, an address. It'll actually help you search for addresses, right? If you start typing in a location into that input field. But personally, back when I was doing school, notice that all my events had that Zoom link, right? Which is really, really handy for navigating quickly to your online class. Now, this class is asynchronous, right? So it wouldn't make sense for you to do maybe an event like this. But you can certainly, if on Tuesdays and Thursdays, is when you do homework, or Wednesdays and Fridays or Saturdays. You want a consistent time to do your work, which is always a good idea, right? To block out a certain time for your schoolwork. You can definitely add a link to the class website as a location, so you'll quickly navigate there. And that'll be kind of your central hub, right? For checking what work you might have, and also helping you get to the correct websites. Often, what I'll do for like a big project is I'll even set up times where I should be working on the project, so you can easily create an event for working on that. But let's continue with the meeting though, before we get sidetracked. So let's see, meeting. We'll say office hours meeting. So I already put my Zoom link there. I'm gonna go with something green. I associate that with school. Colors totally up to you. Here are the guest permissions. Can they make changes to the event? Can they invite other people? And can they see who else is part of the event? So extra features there. Here is if you want to appear busy or free during that time, and do you want this event to be public or private? So this one's default. It's just going to be to the people who are invited. There's more features here, right, on this gear icon. You can change more of those video conferencing settings. In this case, I'm not going to include Google Meet video conferencing. I'm just going to keep the Zoom one. So yeah, you don't have to use their app, right, for meeting. I definitely prefer Zoom for its wide range of features, which again, we'll take a week on just video conferencing. All right, so does not repeat. Everything looks good. I hit save. And it's going to ask me, would you like to send invitation emails? Of course I would. We're going to hit send. So if I were to check that email that I invited, one second. So I'm doing this on my phone actually, so I know you can't see it. But what I'm going to do is I see an email that I got. I was invited to the meeting, and it gives me a little button to press yes, no, or maybe. I'm going to put yes, I will attend the meeting. So now when I click on the office hours meeting, let's go ahead and make this big. I think I might have to refresh first. There we go. You'll see that this person accepted because of the check mark. We can open detailed view. So yeah, they did indeed accept this invitation because of that check mark. We have 2 yeses, as you can see. Here, you can copy guest emails. You can email guests. Let's say you want to send them an update. And then, of course, right, you can always invite more people by editing the event. So yeah, very, very useful stuff. It is synced up with your Gmail and your other Google services. One of them that's kind of hand in hand is the Google Meet conferencing. But again, you don't have to use that if you don't want to. More actions here if you want to print the event, if you want to delete it, duplicate it. You can even change ownership. In this case, I'm going to delete both events since they were just for our demonstration. So we're going to put don't send. We're going to delete this one. So when you delete, it'll also give you the option, do you want to just delete one occurrence, this event and the ones after that, so none of the previous ones, or just all the events that were part of the series. And there you go. Like I said, you can create all day events. You can just click on the top right under the date. Make sure you're not on the actual time blocks. And this will be an all day event. Some other options. Sometimes you just want a reminder. So let me show you how to do that. So if you click on the time block here, it could be just a simple task that you need to complete. So it's going to look slightly different than your regular event. It just has a start time, meaning, hey, this is when you're supposed to do X tasks. There's not really a duration to it. And this one I haven't seen before. It says, okay, so Wednesday, so you get a date and a time. Create a booking page you can share with others so they can book time with you themselves. Oh, interesting. So there is a service I use for this that does a very similar thing, but apparently it's people can set up appointments for them to meet with you. So rather than having this time block where everyone jumps into the meeting, looks like they can select certain time slots within this event. If you ever heard of Calendly, they do that really well. That's actually how I have the office hours set up for this class. We won't be going over Calendly though, just Google Calendar today. And yeah, those are the basic features on Google Calendar. Let's go ahead and take a look at Outlook in the next video.